stack it into the wall. Let's get your race suit on, bro. I'm fucking done.
Here we are at Santa Pod.
The Joker GTR is here for a shakedown. It's been on dyno, chassis dyno and hub dyno. We're gonna see what the car can do. Everything's in check, and hopefully we get some positive results today. We're in pursuit of sevens, and yeah, we've got the car in check. We've got 15-inch wheels on the back like Jürgen Vallens from JM Imports. Follow them.
Sick
Has
guy.
let us. Yeah, so we're gonna try it out today.
So check this, Morgan. We've hired out Santa Pod all for ourselves, just to shake the car down, yo.
This is what happens when you're in check with Buzzy Singh, because
No,
you
honestly,
don't mess about.
it's all his money. Let's get to it. Right, Martin Lee from Birch Performance. He's the man, he's the one who helped us book Pod.
Renegade UK?
Yeah.
Renegade.
So Martin's going to tell us what he's done, pulled in a few favours to make sure we've got the best prep today.
All
What
of
have we
Santa
done,
Pod
bro?
to ourselves.
So talk to us, Martin. How does track prep work, and what are we doing today? What are you doing especially as
So
well?
at Pod, you get a lot of grip through glue, and making sure the prep is good is important to ensure you get good traction. A lot of the times it's prepped on the 60 foot, which is the start part. For big power cars like Rockies, you need to do more than that, because as you get past the 60 foot, you full throttle, all the power's coming in. It's very easy for the car to become unstable and lose traction. So what Santa Pod have agreed to do is actually prep the whole length of the track and make sure that there's a good amount of glue laid down. So it should be a sick day despite being pretty cold.
Don't forget, guys, for any race fuel, Birch
Performance
Performance.
and oils, Miller oils, which is sick.
All right, calm down, bro. This is so mad. We've literally struggled for half an hour to start the car. Jürgen comes, and literally the first time it starts, it's pretty annoying, but it shows why he's so amazing. Rox, what do you think? Why do you think that the car started first time with Jürgen, but not with us?
I think personally, JM Lodge wanted to be present for everything that we do, and they put a little like carb switch somewhere.
You did say that. He's actually said he put a little kill switch.
And when they take it back now, they're going to remove it and say, guys, it was normal. And it's not possible, because Buzz has started up many GTRs with ethanol in it, and that's never happened.
It's weird. It's weird. Jürgen!
Santa Pod, we were Rocky's car. It's running a T1 engine, 4.1 stroker, Boost Logic 68mm turbos, Boost Logic plenum. It's got a fully built PPG gearbox with a 24-plate Dodson clutch. It's got everything. So we've had it since June, and we started working around September, October, I believe. But it's a lot of work. It's also got a dry sump system as well from T1, so there's a lot of custom stuff. It's been a lot of work on the car. If everything goes right, you should do a 7. The should do is the hard bit, you know. It is hard, but you should do a 7 with the spec he's got. But you can see the weather's not the best. It's like 2 degrees, so that's going to have a massive effect.
We need to get the line lock sorted, so we need to get this lifted.
It's putting down too much power, man. I tried holding it, going towards the cones, and I corrected it too much, went towards the wall. So I thought, fuck this, I need to back off.
Yeah.
Did you see it skating a bit?
Yeah, you could have it spinning. I thought it was cutting all along, but
No, it wasn't cutting, it was my right foot. But that was scary, man. It's got too much power in second gear. What was that, like 10, 11 seconds?
10.5. Did that feel fast, Rox?
Honestly, bro, like on launch, I just knew it wasn't going to hook. Yeah, so we lined up, and line lock wasn't working, so I couldn't lock the front wheels to get heat into the back tyres. So I decided to do a little bit of a roll. It didn't really work out well. Put the power down, launched. I just could not hook at all. The rear tyres just said no, 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 no. Spinning, I was trying to catch it. It just wasn't going to go anywhere very quick. So yeah, we're going to have a look at the line lock now send the log back to Tony, and then we'll have another go from there.
Listen,
Hold on, it's my show. Wait a minute. Hold on. This is my show. Look.
We just uncovered an issue. We had a bit of problem with the line lock.
Yeah.
And I got my diagnosis out, which meant asking someone else.
Yeah.
In fact, my man Jimmy over here,
Sorted
sick
it.
guy. I did say,
What did he say?
if you fix it, I will suck your. I didn't think he would fix it.
Yeah, so what it was one of the earth straps with a little O-ring.
Basically, everything's been out of the car, new engine, everything. So yeah, one wire got missed. It's standard.
Yeah.
It happens. So yeah, the point is, this is why you go JM Imports, because they come trackside to support you, and it's fixed within what, 5 minutes?
5 minutes. Yeah.
And the sun's coming out, yo.
It was actually all part of the plan.
Just had feedback from Tony on the first log. Started it. So this is what Tony said. You need to zoom on this, see if you can get that data. Not much to go on then, on the log. You lifted about 47 times.
Now, I tried keeping my foot in it and feeding the power on because it was not hooking up, but bro, like, man's a lifter, yo.
No, now he's gonna keep his foot down. When you slow down, the front grips again, and next thing you know, it starts going like that. But you know what it is, when the car's that powerful, it's difficult.
Yeah, so we're going back out again. We've had a revision from Tony Palo at T1. We've reduced the slip target, and we've also reduced the torque. There's too much power the car's got, and we simply can't get it down on track, and the car's dancing about braking traction all the way up the track. So now, we've reduced the torque a little bit. We have reduced the slip target. It's going to go out again. We're shaking the car down. It's a third pass it's going to make. Trying to get used to the power as well, and let's see what happens. Hopefully I don't have to lift this time. I've lifted both other times simply because the car's getting really out of shape and I don't want to stack it into the wall. But yeah, let's see what the new revision map does. We'll do this run, take a log off, and send that to T1 and have a look and see where we are falling short and how we can improve from there. So now I held it, kept my foot in, the car started drifting left.
Yeah.
So I decided, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to go with it till I can fucking catch the car. So I got really, really close to the cones. Like literally so close to the cones.
Yeah.
When I got close to the cones, I put a little bit of correction in, kept my foot in it. As soon as I put a little bit of correction in, the fucking car went.
put correction in the car.
Well, get your race suit on, bro. I'm fucking done.
Are you sure?
Jürgen, you're gonna have to get your race suit on, bro. No, I'm telling you, Jürgen. I'm not even pissing about. You're gonna have to do it now. Have you got it with you? No. You're gonna have to drive
Wear that. Fuck it.
Wear Buzz's one. Mine's fucking gonna be like a nightgown on him.
You two have to do it. You or Buzz will do it.
No. Listen, honestly, I will do. What's upsetting me is we've done 8 threes back to back. I've never ever felt like I feel like this in the car today. I've never felt like that. So now it's going to be a true test, and Buzz goes out now. Buzz, honestly, let's make a decision here. Don't send him that log. Go out for a run, because you know I lifted off again twice. What's he going to see on this log?
You might see that it's spinning too much, Rox. You might actually see that. You'd be like, oh, okay, you know what, the track's fucking glue shit.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Now I thought I'm not going to put any correction. I'll keep my foot in it, keep my foot in it, keep my foot in it. And I started going towards the cones, and it happens, right? They move about a bit. And when it goes towards the cone, it kept going. I put a little bit of correction, it kept going towards the cones. A bit too much correction, fucking facing the wall. Literally feels like it's gonna. It doesn't look it, but it feels like you're in the cabin because it wobbles. You think fuck, and you have to let off.
The one thing about growing up is you end up gaining lots of weight, so I'm really struggling with this suit. Oh! There we go.
So you're gonna hit a run now, yeah?
I'm gonna do something that I sometimes do when racing. Close my eyes and just hope for the best. Probably shouldn't be advertising that. Rocky just wants me to take a few test passes to see what the car's like, because he said it's pretty unstable. So we'll see what happens. pretty decent 100 to 200, 3.6. So we should be able to get it to go quicker. After a certain point, it's spinning on the track because the prep's not that great in terms of the glue.
I'm thinking it's in traction, then it lets go, and then all of a sudden it gets wheel
Launch is
spin.
nice though, isn't it?
Yeah, it launches fine. It's a soft launch.
Yeah.
It launches like literally, you know, as I was going up there, after the 8th, I was literally just thinking, I was like, yo, this is what's Rock's on about. And then suddenly it just starts going to the left.
So you corrected to the right and let go, didn't you?
When I launched, I corrected to the right a little bit, then it seemed to be all right.
Yeah, but then towards the end, you started going a bit to the right, and then when you let off, right?
Left and then to the right.
Oh, when I left, as soon as I let off, it pulled to the right straight away.
Okay. You started going towards the left.
It doesn't look that bad, does it?
No,
You need to go out there, Jürgen, innit? You managed to light and all that, come on.
Nothing. I thought something had broke.
Should we check the pipes and all that?
Pipes and stuff in it.
But Rox didn't say to me, if you break anything, you have to pay for it. So I was like, you know what? Let's charge it. Let's hope it'll be all right.
Nah, everything's cool. Yeah. Everything's cool.
Right, so we had a sanity check done. I put Buzz in the hot seat and to check if was it me just backing off and losing my bottle. Because the car, you know, we're letting off so many times now because the car's just breaking traction in third gear. Launch is good, but yeah, I think Tony's confirmed the track isn't great today, and that's probably down to the weather. It's quite cold, sun's out, prep's on point. Martin from Birch Performance is obviously overseeing the prep, and yeah, they're doing everything they can, but the weather they can't do anything about, so we've got cold air blowing over the track, and the car simply isn't happy going into third gear and putting the power down. We turned it down to 30 psi in third gear, and it's still spinning and breaking traction and trying to get the back end to overtake the front. So yeah, I'm glad that it's not just me. I genuinely thought maybe I'm losing my bottle, but no, Buzz has confirmed the same, and we're gonna try to get a few more tweaks done and see if we can shake it down further. But the positive from today so far is the car's going strong, run after run, no major drama except for one vacuum hose that blew off earlier on. Yeah, positive things is Shakedown. So we wanted big things from the Shakedown, which isn't really realistic, but yeah, let's see what happens.
Where we've had a revised map, we're just trying to go a little bit faster. The issues we've come across today so far are the track prep. They've tried a lot of Santa Pod, but it's really cold. The prep just isn't good enough further down the track. So what's happening is we are spinning in second gear, third gear, fourth gear. We're not even nowhere near down the end of the track. So I gave an analogy to Ricky from LLF, which is, you know, like how blind people they're just really better with other senses. Tony, who's the mapper, he can't physically see the prep, but what he can see is the data, and on the data it's just showing that it's not very good. This isn't down to Santa Pod, they're trying their best, but it is cold. It's just not the right conditions. So instead what we're doing now is we've pulled back the car totally to get a baseline. And what I mean by baseline is a point where the car's consistent, and now we're turning it back up. So the aim has changed today. It's not to go for the 7s, it's to at least go for Rocky's previous best time was 8.3, or get as close as possible, get some data, and we're back out in 2 months. So let's get to it, yo.
I didn't feather like you told me to.
So you just kept it like...
Corrected it a bit because first I thought let me get close to the cones, let me just get over the line.
Yeah.
So I kept it twitched over here, I kept it in all the way.
That's right, yeah.
So went all the way towards the end, and it could start getting towards the cone so quickly, and I thought it's going to come back, it's going to come back, it's going to come back. And I thought I have to put a little bit input in. So let's put input in the back run like this.
See, I think you got a feather. It sounds weird, like.
Yeah.
Any big corrections?
No, I don't think he's not even doing a big correction.
No,
what is it?
yeah,
it's just hard to explain.
Is it the counter?
Yeah.
Buzz is going to drive.
You're going to drive now.
No.
Go have one run.
Go on, Buzz.
Have one run first.
No, Buzz will do it.
What the Rock says. I'm happy to go again.
Yeah, go on then, Buzz.
Go. Buzz.
He's had a few runs, I've had nothing,
Buzz,
I don't want
go.
to waste. I don't want to waste any data now. I know
Buzz,
how
if there's one thing I could have changed in that run, you know when I was pushing towards the cones? Just fucking hit the cones, bro. No, I'm extremely. Because that's where
The chances are you probably won't.
Yeah.
You won't hit the cones. That's the It just feels like you are.
Yeah.
That's what it is, and obviously it's
As soon as I done that, the car came and the back just went like this, like wobbled, and then I'm having to do that.
That's how it feels. It just breaks loose.
What was the time there?
9.7.
That would have been an 8 second, 100%.
It's so
Come on,
fucking-
Buzz.
It's so strong, man. Like, if the only thing I would have changed there, I would have just kept it in.
We're only going to stack it if we're going to be close to hitting a 7. We're not stacking it at the speeds that we're aiming for now.
Let's stack it. We get more views.
Yeah. What were you expecting to?
I was expecting to beat my personal best.
Were you really expecting that?
I genuinely was, yeah.
Right.
But then again, to be absolutely clear, we've never run a car of this power, but since we've been Big Power, we've never been out in March, ever. Like, you know,
It's cold now as well.
Yeah.
You can't tell, but it's freezing.
yeah, it is, yeah. So I wouldn't say it's been a disappointing day. It's been a really good day because the reason why I'm feeling so positive is the car has just fucking delivered, like back to back, and we've dialed out the power so much, and we still can't get grip. So, you know, I don't think it has got to do with seat time because we've been throwing 8-second cars about for a little while. We've done them back to back.
We're getting data for the car then, isn't it?
Correct, yeah, exactly. But yeah,
And this is the first time it's been out in this setup. So
Yeah.
this setup, so much has changed.
Yeah.
We're worried about the gearbox, engine, etc. Making sure it all worked together with the Motec. Ran into a few issues with the line lock, which obviously we sorted out on site, on track. And this is why we're doing this. So it's one of those things. I think it's hard to say. My personal opinion is, although they tried really hard with the track prep at Pod, it just wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
And the temperature did not help.
definitely not.
Maybe it's a bit too keen to get out too early then.
Absolutely. So we'll wait.
This is the first day that they ran by, but before this year, Pod haven't let anyone run. They would not normally have let people run. You know that, right?
Correct. Yes.
So
Correct,
it is what it is, right?
But we've got data to go.
yeah, we've
moving
taken
forward,
away
so-
some serious data. Car's good. I was really worried about the transmission. It's holding up strong. Clutch is delivering. Mechanically, no issues. So massive
leaks,
shout out to
nothing,
JM Imports and the team. The spanner checks they've been doing, the support on track. It's absolutely golden. You can't beat it. So thank you for that, Jürgen. Thank you so much.
Cheers, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. But the Joker's it's not over until the fat lady sings.
So the next plan is we are going to go to another Pod event day. It might be next month. That might be too soon considering what we've learnt today. So we might give it maybe 2 months.
Yeah,
We've
a
got
couple of
busy
months.
period.
We'll get back out. We're going to TX2K in the middle of this month. We'll take some driving tips from them, those guys out there, of what they do. And yeah, so
Pushing your channel, yeah?
yeah, absolutely. Rocky and Buzz Show.
I have noticed a lot of your videos get a lot of views, but your subscribers are still quite low. So if you're watching, guys, don't forget to subscribe because you're all watching the channel because it gets more views on my channel.
So you need to subscribe, yo.
See you on the next outing.